there. It's good to see all of you win-hers here today. I want to talk to you about pillar number 2 in our 12 pillars of women's wealth and impact creation for women over 50. That's all part of the Women's W.I.N program, right? The Women's Wealth and Impact Network. Pillar number 2 is self-care. Now, pillar number 1 is mindset. Pillar number 2 is self-care. The other pillars all deal with like speaking and writing and systems and marketing and all this stuff. But I ultimately think pillar number 1 and pillar number 2 are oftentimes the most important pillars. And I think as women over 50, self-care is one of the most important things we can do for ourselves. I also think we deserve it, right? Now, a lot of times people define self-care differently. I think self-care can be anything you want, right? You've heard me talk about taking 10 deep breaths and just 10 minutes 3 times a day. That's great self-care. Some of you may get up, you do, an hour's workout, or you might go for a long walk. Maybe you do yoga. All those are fabulous self-care. If you decide getting Botox is great for you, you take supplements, get a massage. I love getting a massage. I'm actually getting one at the end of the month and I can't wait. But all those are forms of self-care, right? Taking yourself shopping, going and getting some fresh flowers. It's all self-care, ladies. It's time spent on you because you deserve it. But I think sometimes we take those moments of self-care, we treasure them, we love them, we appreciate them. But we lose track of self-care outside of those special times. And I'm special even being like our workout in the morning and things like that, right? The designated, I should say, those designated times of self-care. What happens throughout the rest of the day when you get some zingers thrown at you, right? Maybe you get your boss a zinger at you, your child, a girlfriend, a mom. Somebody throws a zinger at you and you lose track of all that inner peace, that goodness that you have created through all these moments of self-care. Because self-care to me should be 24/7, right? I'm not saying that you can work out 24 hours a day or you can get a massage 24 hours a day, although that is a great idea. I think that self-care though happens all the time, or should happen all the time, especially at our age. We need it mentally, physically, spiritually. So I have created this little method that I call the RBR Method, right? It's RBR, it's super simple. And I try to do it as a daily practice. So it just means receive, breathe, respond, RBR. Receive, breathe, respond. It's so easy. Throughout the day, I think people throw things at you, and sometimes they feel and I think this happens especially with women in our age group where people feel like they can just thrust upon you and all this stuff. Like I see my sisters, they work so hard. And because they do, I think their bosses throw more and more at them all the time and they receive it, right? And I think what happens is because through life we have established this thing where we can take more, we will take more, we'll take care of it, we'll figure it out, right? That's who we are, that's women. And as we get older, I think people do more and more because they're used to it, because we've allowed it. It's okay, I'm a multitasker, I take a lot on myself, but I think that we have to learn to receive it and then respond to it in the way in which it works best for us. And that's where RBR comes through, the RBR. So we receive it, right? They can throw whatever they think. Now, this may be something good too, right? But we still need to take a deep breath. Mom, I'm getting married. You're like, oh, I've only known him for 3 months. Or it could be, oh, that is the greatest news ever, right? So if we receive it, we breathe, and then we respond. By breathing, by taking that pause or that moment in the middle, it gives you a chance to give a better response, meaning it might be a more appropriate response. It might be a response that allows you to say, you know what, I can't do it that way, but I can do it this way. It also gives the other party a moment to think about what they gave you. So I think that what happens in the middle there is really, really important. Sometimes I think that breath is the key to everything. So I used to do a lot of negotiation in real estate. I still do sometimes. And my best friend in negotiation is silence. Y'all have heard that phrase, silence is golden. Hardly anybody uses it. And the reason they don't use it is it's uncomfortable. It's also the reason why it works. What I mean? You're like, wait, is my camera off? Did I lose sound? What happened? Immediately, we become uncomfortable when there's silence. I love silence. It's my best friend. It has been the key to successful negotiation many, many times. But what it has also done for me is it has allowed me to give it a moment to think about the best response. So when you're quiet and that other person gets itchy or uncomfortable, number one, that's not a bad thing for you. That's them, right? They can decide to get itchy and uncomfortable, or they can decide just to rest in your silence. They may stop and say, "What are you doing?" All you have to do is say, "I'm just taking a moment to think about what you said in order to give you the best response." Are you ready, ladies? Say it with me. I'm just taking a moment to think about what you said in order to give you the best response. Let me know what you think about that. Give me some feedback here. Then what happens is you both take a moment and you can give them the best response. How easy is that? Receive, breathe, respond, the RBR method. They may or may not like it. That's up to them. They may decide to leave while you take a deep breath. That's okay. They might reevaluate the way they said something, or in a good or bad way, right? Doesn't matter. It's okay. That's them. This is you. You're worthy. You're awesome. You're amazing. You are a win-her. This is pillar number 2, self-care. Let me know what you think about the RBR method the next time you use it. I'll see you next time. Bye.